from the Dunkin' Donuts Iced Coffee Lounge.
Let's talk about this experience of being in the middle of New York City, Great White Way, being on Broadway with a show like this.
Wow, it's a dream come true, for sure. I mean, there's really nothing like it for, any aspiring performer. Growing up, you have these dreams and you say, could I make it to Broadway one day? And you personally, since I was about 12, it's all I wanted to do. And I know a lot of us probably feel the same way. And it's surreal. It's completely surreal. Like walking through Times Square, going to work and seeing the marquee every night. It's amazing. I love it. I love it.
Do you remember your audition?
Yes. There were a couple parts of the process. We did out-of-town tryout in Hartford first. So that was my first technical audition for the show. And then I re-auditioned for the Broadway production. And the coolest part to me was actually being in the room with Lynn and Steven, who I've admired for a very long time as songwriters, and just like seeing them in the flesh and knowing that they're regular people like the rest of us who just happen to make brilliant art. And I think you can see that they're just kind of, their energy, kind of their positivity and down-to-earth nature kind of filters through the whole experience. So my audition was fun. The process was fun.
Do you go back and did you watch the movie before auditioning?
I had watched it as a child and I barely remembered it. I watched it after I booked the show and was like, this is a good movie. I like it.
I think I'll work on this show.
Yeah, I think I'll do it. I think I'll say yes. Yeah. So, yeah.
Being out on stage, what is the one thing that you notice that one person, aside from cell phones, which are beyond annoying, but has that one thing or someone chewing gum too loudly thrown you off?
No, but what the cool part is like hearing audible reactions, like Steven mentioned before, Journey to the Past, which in the film was at the beginning. So it was in the first, 5-10 minutes of the show.
Imagine it being at the beginning of the show, everyone applauds, and then
exactly. So people are sitting there like, when's it coming? When's it coming? And the moment that intro starts, you hear a literal, and everyone just gets silent. Everyone kind of sits up a little straighter, and
I kind of, dude. So
I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's amazing.
How many times do you walk off stage, go home, it's quiet, and you're still singing?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is embarrassing. I mean, listen, my shower is a pretty
great acoustics.
Awesome, great acoustics.
In all showers. I'm not saying your shower. I haven't been in it, but I'm sure it's great. But
yeah, well, yeah, no, it's as good as most. And like in my dreams, for instance, has occasionally graced the walls of my bathroom in a little private concert. They're pretty catchy tunes. I mean, you heard it. There's like a lot of.
I do apologize if people start asking you to sing it now that they know you sing it in your bathroom. So.
All right. Okay. I can take the consequences. But I mean, you heard the music. It's so catchy and like also that kind of Russian energy and that bounciness kind of just stays with you. A while after.
Well, with that too, were you before the show were you any type of trained dancer? Did you have any type of, especially Russian ballet, and were you trained in any form of capacity before you signed on with Anastasia?
Yes, yeah, for years, as long as I can remember. I started dancing when I was about 5 years old, and the whole ensemble is comprised of extremely talented artists who, everyone is a star in their own right. We have, people who can dance on point and sing a high C every night, and everyone has their own mix of training, that their kind of strengths and weaknesses, but overall, we've all kind of studied this craft, and it's really cool to work alongside people you respect that much, because we may not always, in the course of the night, don't always step out and have a moment, but when you're on stage and just looking around and hearing your comrades singing, and like there's just such a power to the artistry that everyone's bringing in, no matter if you're in the ensemble or in the principal, that it's kind of the collective experience is amazing in that way.
Being out on stage, I mean, how difficult is it? You see the lights, we see everyone up on stage. How far can you see into the audience?
Well, that depends. Depends on the light cue, but really only the first like couple of rows,
Okay.
really. And that's only if something's going on and catches your attention.
Right,
But
right.
you try to not be that person who's looking in the audience during the show.
Getting a different perspective of being on stage, what's something that excites you while on stage during the show that we maybe not see or miss as audience members? What blows your mind being up on stage aside from the talent and how cool it is being up there?
There are some visual elements of the show that are just so beautiful in the projections that sometimes if we're, like, for instance, if we're facing upstage, like, we kind of have the best seat in the house at that moment because you really feel like you're in the world that, the projection is creating. So I would say there are a couple moments or a couple, like, projection cues that are just, like, during this song, for instance, this is Derek's song, My Petersburg, and it kind of transitions during the song to this like vista over a bridge of the city of St. Petersburg, and it's like, it's like a tourist ad, like you want to like buy your flight now and just go because it's amazing.
Derek has tattoos, right? Wait, no. Who? Yeah, Robbie. So I met him once. It was during a cast signing you guys did here in New York City. I go, I know why you wear a jacket the whole stage. Those tattoos are crazy. It was mind blown. But what a great experience. What would you say to those people watching right now who are like, I think I will go see him. Maybe I should. Like, they're on the fence. Why should they come see Anastasia on Broadway?
You're going to go on an incredible journey. Come see the show and bring your family because there's something in the show for everyone. And it's so true. Like you see, I think everyone's been surprised, like even just generationally. And especially, the show begins with a young girl and her grandmother on stage. And that...
We're going to talk to Nicole in a few.
Yeah, and there is an appeal for literally everyone, every member of the family. So it's a great show to see with friends and family because it really has that... The whole, theme is family, and it will give you that experience of, sharing that together.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up, John, and talking with us, and I apologize for any singing that people request of you in the bathroom now. So,
all right.
Johnny, thank you so much.
Live from the Dunkin' Donuts Iced Coffee Lounge.